How is it going, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Zada, welcome. Welcome. The Wolf's Den, good to see you. Welcome back. Painting Puma, welcome as well. Welcome, everybody. So, today, oh man, today. We've got to figure some stuff out. Some new mods were added, and we're jumping back into some more All the Mods 9. I know, just mind-boggling, really, just mind-boggling. There's a lot of cool stuff I want to play around with. Even get into Applied Energistics today, potentially. We'll see how today's goes. Definitely. The Blue Skies mod was added. So that's a mod. That is an interesting mod right there. The Blue Skies mod. There's also this mod as well. Theurgy. I don't even know what this is. Alchemical mercury from items. There's so many new things that were added. What is Theurgy? Theurgy. Huh, mercury catalyst. What powers do these things hold? I have no idea. There's just so many items in this. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, holy pages of items. My goodness. Sid Potter. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Welcome. So yes, today is going to be interesting. I definitely got some plans for some stuff. I want to get more things learned. Like I definitely want more glyphs learned. You know, what's weird is in this, for some reason, it doesn't show you what glyphs you already have unlocked, which is a little confusing. I feel like it should show you what glyphs you already have, but for some reason it doesn't in this, which is, yeah, it's going to be confusing when we have like the majority of them unlocked and you're like, how do I have all these? I don't know. So that'll be interesting. All right. And then let's see, what else do we want to do today? I want to try and maybe expand on Applied Energistics today. I think we can possibly do that. We might have the stuff to do that. We'll see how it goes. But the one thing I do want to do is I want to get myself a bit more powerful, maybe get some enchants going. So that way we don't take a lot of damage. That seems pretty reasonable, right? Seems pretty reasonable. Maybe even craft ourselves a sword that deals some high damage from ours. All kinds of stuff to do. So we'll see how that goes as we start to expand. I mean, we're already pretty powerful, to be fair. But we could always be more powerful, right? Right? Chat, are you there? Good morning. I hope you get your coffee. They fixed polymorph finally. Ooh. That's the one that adds polymorph's the ones that allows you to choose your crafting recipe if there's conflicts, I assume. Correct? I think so. There's a lot of junk in here. Do I really need all this stuff? It has silk touch on it. The staff from Roots Classic. Oh, they changed the texture? Oh, no. That's just what it looks like. Yeah, that thing is not that great, to be fair. There was something else that was added. I should probably look at the changelog. And then we can kind of see what was added here. There was mystical something that was added. At least I thought there was. I don't know what that actually does. We'll see. It's loading up. All right. Open profile. Let's see. Change version. So Blue Skies was added. Yeetus Experimentus was added. I don't have a clue what that is. No Mo Wanderer. Ooh, we got the No Mo Wanderer in here. Good, because I hate the Wanderer. I hate the Wandering Trader. It's really annoying. Yeah, it was mystical customization. That must be a back-end mod. Inventory essentials. Wonder what that does. Clickable advancements. Ooh. And then Theurgy was added. That's new. Toast Control, which I'm familiar with that. Updated some mods, including Dyer's gadgets that we tested out. That got updated. So, I'm searching by Dyer. If you notice, the cut paste tool now looks like the destruction tool because it works similarly to the destruction tool. As now when it places in, it voids drops. It voids drops of removed blocks. So when you override a block, it will destroy those blocks. It will break them permanently. So yeah, so this has like, I'm assuming it can't break like bedrock and like nether portal frames. Like I'm pretty sure he fixed that. I think he was testing. I'm assuming that you can't like break end frames. Because we didn't test that because we haven't gone to the end. But I would hope that that's not the case. If you were to replace something. So anyways, it's been pretty fun. Edrimus is loving the Volcano Block series and I'm learning a lot from it. Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear. So yeah, well, let's take a look at this new mod that was added, right? Theurgy. Am I saying that right? Theurgy. Let me look. Theurgy mod. What is this all about? So, an introduction to the ancient art of alchemy. Theurgy is an open source magic mod built around classical alchemy to replicate and transmute matter and create magical artifacts. So there's some magical artifacts in here. Interesting. Theurgy aims to introduce a new take on alchemy in Minecraft, deviating from the well-toned path of, 4 elements, air, water, earth, and fire, inspired by classical alchemy, and works with the elements of sulfur, salt, and mercury, and their handling through the process. Interesting. Shinigami, welcome back with that 36 months. Holy smokes, that's a long time. That's a long time, dude. Holy smokes. Welcome. Thank you for the resub. Goodness, what is the okay, so this seems pretty interesting, this mod. It tries to create a balance of an alchemy experience. Not as overpowered as equivalent exchange. Oh, okay, so we have this and this. So sulfur represents the idea or soul of an object and is the key to replication and transmutation. A device to extract alchemical sulfur from an item using a solvent. Very interesting. Huh. It's got the wands that look like these look like the wands from, is this the same mod dev? Oh my god, it's so weird seeing Neoforge as an option. This looks like the same mod that uses the the stacked computing to create spells. So it says artifacts. I don't see a lot in here. Like the mod really doesn't add a whole lot. Right? And as soon as I guess I understand how this works. So this is alchemical sulfur. Alchemical sulfur. And then this can be used to craft this. Oh, and there's just a seed for it. But what is it used for? It makes salts and mercury shards. Mercury shards can make 10, but it also needs this as well. Does this like duplicate? I'm assuming it like makes, so you put the item in here and it makes this as a result, maybe not consuming this. I don't know if this gets consumed, but it requires this in order to make it. I don't know.
10 months.
That's
Getting close to closing a year with your Chosen. Here's 2 more months. I will always hold you as my #1 mod pack supplier. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Assassinator Ace. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 10 months. And what is it?
All the mods team on fire right now.
Oh goodness. The Chewy one, thank you so much for the 42 mighty months. Appreciate you. Johnny Gray says, laughed when I saw the jerry rig setup for the mineral production in Volcano Block. The bouncy armor stand is genius. Don't thank me, it's been around for a while. The first place I seen it though was through Dark Fan here on Twitch. Like as I mentioned in the video. But I'm pretty sure it has been done long ago. It's been a thing. I don't even know how they would have known about that outside of it just being a feature that was in the code. Like it was just something that somebody was like, hey, I wonder if an armor stand could bounce on it. I wouldn't have even thought of that. I have no idea. But I definitely wanted to show it off in a video because I thought it was hilarious. And it's something I'll probably use forever, so long as I have the slime to do it, because it does cost some slime to get it going. But yeah, Talon, welcome in. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. And Chewy one again. Thank you for the 42 freaking months, dude. Holy months, month-a-runos. 40 months. My man, my dude. Bro, going strong. Armor stands are people too. Oh yeah. Oh god. Well, we found out when we put that setup together. So yeah. Anyways, that mod looks kind of interesting. It's that's gonna be a thing, I think. It's gonna be interesting setting all that up. Commas are important, people. Wait, what? All the mods team on fire right now. Oh yeah, just like they're on fire. What? Is Mechanism in the pack? Not yet, no. No Mechanism just yet. I don't think it's updated yet to 120. So, don't expect that to be in here. Anyways, I think it's it'd kind of be important, right, for us to set this up. I wonder what was here. What did I have? This will be Earth. What does it use to make this Earth Essence? Again, a seed. I must have got knocked off on accident. So we put that in there for now. And then this got knocked off as well. Essence for this. It's a button. Oh no, the button's on there. I just can't see it. So tiny. Tiny little button. Look at you. So tiny. They added Apotheosis, so get some better loot, Chosen. You know, we could definitely loot. And that's what I was thinking. I think we should go to the end today. I think we should fight the dragon and go to the end. And like just do that whole thing. I wonder, by the way, can the mob yoinker pick up the dragon? Surely not. Like, surely that's blacklisted. But we'll test. We'll test because that's what I do. 100%. We are gonna test it. We'll put it to the test. What do you think, chat? Think that's a good idea? I think we should go to the end. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't need. Buried treasure map. Huh. I don't think we need that, but yeah, we don't need that. We don't need a slingshot. We probably will need the magnet. We don't need that crazy thing or that. Or that, or that. Or these. Well, I'll keep shears on me. Always something nice to have. I'm always down to keep some buckets. We'll put this stuff away. We don't need card holders. We don't need growth accelerators. Why do I have all this stuff on me? Do I really need that spell book? Probably not. Probably not, chat. Everything else here seems reasonable to have on me. Okay. So, now that we have our inventory sorted, we'll see. We should be able to find the portal for sure. Ender pearls we have plenty of. Blaze we have plenty of. Blaze rods we have plenty of. No need to worry about that there. We should be filled here. This is slowly filling up, I think. So slowly. There's a bucket in there. That's not a lot, but it's going. We really need mechanical dirt in there. Take some blaze rods, and then is there any powerful weapon that we could use to take on the dragon that would just make it effortless? Does Reliquary offer anything remotely like that? Will you start the Greg Tech mod sometime? Why? What am I gonna do with the Greg Tech mod in here? Honestly, don't even understand why it's in here. I don't get it. It just clogs up the recipes, makes the recipes harder to navigate. Katie did. Thank you so much for the 10 months. Appreciate you. Welcome back. Oh man, today was interesting, by the way, this morning. It was very interesting because I was putting the world downloads that the supporters get. So if you guys are subbed here or what have you, any supporter tier gets access to those world downloads in template. And this morning I posted them thinking the episode 10 was going to publish today. I was told, why are you uploading putting the world downloads up when episode 9 hasn't published yet? And I was like, wait a minute, because I thought episode 10 was supposed to publish today. Turns out I forgot to upload episode 9. I guess it was a day that I recorded 2 videos, and like I had recorded and edited the first episode and then realized I had enough time to record another episode that day. And then I just never got up to uploading the video, but I had it already rendered and everything. Oh my God, I had to upload it this morning. I almost made a whoopsie doopsie, and I almost uploaded episode 10 before episode 9, and that would have been a hard mistake to fix. So I'm glad that Solar Protector messaged that on Discord. Otherwise, I would have made a big whoopsie doops. A big messy. Yeah, that's a weird. I don't say that. That's weird. That feels weird to say a big messy. No. Just a big whoopsie doops, you know, a big mistake on my end. So I'm glad that I got that fixed though. And episode 9 goes up today. It would have been really confusing to go from episode 9 to 10 because there's a pretty big transition that happens between those episodes. So it would have been a very confusing set of events, I think. Very confusing. So anyways, back into powerful tools from Reliquary. The Rending Gale is very powerful, and we should be able to make that. We have everything, I think, to make any of these devices. Resurrects you once with full health and reverts to the Angelic Feather. Okay, there is the Pyromancer's Staff, which shoots blaze and gas fireballs, creates fire bursts, and lights fires. Requires charges. The Sojourner's Staff, which is pretty nice, places torches. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Lobs harmful snowballs. This would be great for just taking out the things without arrows, the obelisks. But anything else that's really powerful anymore? Witherless Rose is nice for fighting the wither, but outside of that and potions and stuff, I don't really know. Charms are really good once you get enough of those materials. I wonder if the sword helps you any. Let's see. Also this eye is great, but that's not really helpful in the nether. So all that nasty staff from Kraken Spit. Kraken Spit. Wow, I couldn't read. Thrown at your enemies drains life on strike. This is interesting. I don't know if that's going to be super useful against the dragon, if at all. This one makes you invisible in darkness. This is actually kind of a nice thing we might wear. Makes you invisible in darkness. I think it's literal though. I think that's a literal darkness. Like it literally makes it dark. So or makes you invisible, and I don't think that's a good idea. Huh. This is the thing that increases reliquary drops, but I wonder if that also increases the fragments that you get, because that would be pretty nice later on. Man, I don't know. Right click to fertilize, breaks crops, but it costs bone meal. You know, I don't think reliquary is going to be the way to go as far as like a great damage mod. I know that apotheosis is in here, and I'm probably overthinking the dragon fight. We could probably just get through the dragon fight without any care in the world. You know, I'm sure we can. Some things we're gonna need when we go there. Ooh, we could use Ad Astra to get there, I think, unless it's not configured that way. Can you get to the end with Ad Astra? That would be funny. Funny to me. I don't know if it's funny to you, but funny to me. Okay, so Apotheosis is in here. That added a lot of stuff. Okay. It's at this point that I kind of don't want to use Applied Energistics in this. I want to go with Refined Storage. I think Refined Storage is a much more early game storage mod than Applied Energistics is. Am I wrong there? Am I wrong in thinking that? Holy facades, Applied Energistics, my dude. Am I wrong in thinking that? I think it's definitely a much earlier storage system than Applied. Yeah, you get access to all the same features that late game Applied Energistics gives you, but much earlier. Okay. Yeah, and we need to upgrade our armor. So if we're gonna be able to upgrade our gear to the next tier, because right now I think we're at tier 2, we have to go to tier 3. Right? Tier 3 requires chorus fruit, and so we're gonna need chorus fruit to be able to upgrade our gear so we can get better effects from all of our stuff. By the way, I don't have Drigme on here. I don't know if that's I don't think I need it though. I have repairing, depths, magic capacity, and feather and starbuncle. Okay, so we're doing good there. I still have empty slots everywhere else. There is Thread of Undying, which requires a tier 3 slot. There's the Drigme, which gives you an extra level. So we would have, in total, without even having looting on our sword, we'd have looting 2 no matter what we did to kill the mobs with, because it would give us an extra level. This one increases spell damage. The amount of spell damage each level. This would be a great thing to put in a higher tier slot. And then maybe make a sword that deals damage. That could be kind of cool. Right? I've never done that before. Is there anything else I need in here? I'm kind of I don't think so. We can always come back. I don't have this hooked to my storage, so. You prefer refined over applied anyways. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to use applied energistics in my volcano block series. So the more I think about this, the more I'm like, I might just go refined storage. Let me see. Find. I don't think there's any recipe changes in here, no. So yeah, it'd be pretty easy to automate everything. We already have applied automated, so we could use them in tandem. What is unique chat mode? I have no idea. Are we in a unique chat mode? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wow. I'm able to refund all of the raffle tickets that didn't get consumed. That's pretty nice. I just realized that. All right. Anyways. Okay. So blaze rods, we're going to need these. Trying to think if we want to access this storage, we're probably going to want to use it to do it cross-dimensionally when we go to kill the dragon. We probably want to use RF Tools storage. And for some reason, oh, it's down here. I was like, for some reason it's not listed, because I think it's still here somewhere. Yeah, it's down here. Which I guess I could probably still leave that there. Let's do a new scan. Will it reach? It'd be pretty far out for it to reach here. It doesn't seem like it's reaching. Yeah, I don't think it's reaching there. So break this, break this, break you. Don't forget bottles. I will not forget bottles. I will be good and not forget them. Let's go over here. Buddy, you're not supposed to be over here. I don't know why you're getting out. I need to put a fence up here so the way they stop getting out. All right, we'll put the power back up here. Very simple. The dirt in. Put the sapling in. Okay, so this get back up and running. All right. Rescan. Probably don't need as much. We just need the dimensional storage, and we will add that to the list. And then inside of my tablet, I will just simply shift click on here, put that bad boy back in, and let's see. Storage module is set to block storage scanner, but it is not working. I wonder if this is bugged out. Yeah, it seems to be broken. Great. RF Tools broke it. Why is it not working? Well, it sucks. Now we won't have a cross-dimensional. Yeah, it seems RF Tools has something wrong with it. Maybe we can make a new scanner module. A fresh one. I think somebody was also telling me that they couldn't get this to work either. Yeah, it's not working. I wouldn't think it's disabled, but it's not working. Huh. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, well, we won't have cross-dimensional access to storage, so we're just going to have to deal with our backpack and make the best of our backpack, I guess. So we'll figure it out. We also have infinite food in here. I thought it was funny that I set up the meat feeder. Like, we don't need it, but I wanted to set it up because I am going to use that in the next mod pack, but we do have it in here. Won't be super useful in our inventory. Okay. Trying to think. Maybe we should probably make the enchantment table and like enchant a little bit. I think it would be a bad idea to fight the dragon with like 0 enchants on us. What's frostbite? Chance to freeze enemy on hit. That seems really powerful. As you see in the dark, in the fog, and underwater. Is there anything that increases damage? No. Okay. Does a storage module work in it? What do you mean a storage module work in it? Oh, yeah. We could, yeah, I could put a, let's see. We could try a like a basic storage module and see if it works inside the tablet scanner. Oh, wait. Isn't that how you use the storage modules inside of the tablet? Or it's us. Thank you for the tier 3 for 29 months. I'm getting choked. Oh, God. Welcome back. 29 months with the tier 3. Goodness. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's weird. I know it goes in the storage blocks, but there's been a lot changing with this mod, so I know it can go in the blocks, but it's weird that it won't let me access it now. It did when we first started, that's why I had it down here. But whatever's happened in these last few updates has broke that functionality. So either way. Anyways, I'll put this away. We don't need it. We're eating from our steak. So damage, right? Let's see. We need amplify. I don't think we have amplify, do we? We do have amplify. So I want to make a spell real quick. I want to make a spell. And we'll call this hurt. Now I don't know exactly how this is supposed to work. But this sword here from Ars, we're supposed to be able to inscribe it with a spell. So I'm not quite sure how that 100% works. That's gonna be something we got to figure out. But it does just as much damage as a diamond sword, which is pretty powerful. Oh shoot, I don't have enough gold. Okay, there's that, and then a diamond. A diamonded. All right, let's build this. But apparently, the way I was thinking about this was I could just put some damage spells on it, maybe? Is the All the Mods star and the Greg Tech in the game? No. Greg Tech's in here, though. But not the All the Mods star. All the Modium and all that stuff's not even in here. Okay, so this is the sword, right? And of course it acts just like any other normal sword, but let's build a spell. And I'm assuming we do touch, because of course we're hitting it. And then we want a damage spell. So a harm. And then I'm assuming we just amplify the harm. So may be increased with amplify, or applies the potion's debuff when using extended time. Note multiple harms without a delay. Will not do. Will not apply due to invincibility on hit. Okay. So a delay would be the way to do this. You can go to a maximum of 2. And then I'd have to do a delay. Okay, so let's see if I need to craft a delay. Where's that at? So, okay. So we need a comparator. We need one of these bad boys. A clock. Was that that was a repeater, not a comparator. You can always do linger. Okay. So learning this glyph, this will put a delay. But it's probably best if we had a decrease duration, like do a duration down, right? Duration down's probably something I need. So you need a clock and glowstone. But I think wouldn't linger's probably a tier 3 spell, right? Okay. So now we should be able to hit this with a duration down. And then I don't know how. So that's the problem with duration down. I don't know how much it's doing this. So we can hit it with another harm. And then amplify again. And let's create that. And put our sword here. And then shift right click to apply it. So now our sword, invalid spell, sword accepts effects and augments only. Let's just freeze and extend time. Oh wait, okay, so it will not accept. It doesn't accept a harm? Oh, it does. Oh, okay, I think it's... Oh, because it default applies a touch. So why does it say touch, harm, amplify? It's applying an amplify? Okay, so can I do harm, amplify, delay, duration down, arm, amplify? Yes. So that was my issue. Okay. Let's test this bad boy. It doesn't even have any chance on it. I'm sure it can be even better. I bet like a snare would be really useful for this. Okay, that doesn't do any damage. Wait, what? What? Okay. Well, that's not working. That's not what I want. Okay. Augment too many times, lame. Oh, is it not? Master John, by the way, thank you so much for the Prime for 4 months. What do you mean by augmented too many times? How's the temperature today, Panda B? It's too freaking hot. Tomorrow will be the hottest day. Oh, harm was okay, augmented by amplify too many times. It's like, bro, you're too OP. We can't do it. Okay, so let's change up our spell a little bit. Harm amplify once. Oh, because it applies its own amplify. So we can get by with one. This might actually be a bonus to us, allowing us to apply 3 sets of damage. Right? Because we can do amplify up or do this apply delay on the harm and then augment that. And then we hit it with another harm, another amplify, another delay with a time duration, and then we hit it with another harm with amplify. This might be the GOAT. There we go. This is it. This might work because now it's amplified by 2, creating a huge spell because it by default it applied amplify. I didn't know it like has a default like application that it does. It almost killed it. Okay. It's hitting it like twice. I think we could probably like... I don't think the third one's applying. Oh, it did there. Okay, so it is hitting it 3 times. If we had the damage spell up glyph on our gear... Oh yeah, we're doing golden. So, okay, so let's put the damage up on our equipment. And I bet we'll be able to one-shot almost all of the basic mobs. Even though I feel like freezing the mob might be better. But for a basic spell like what we're working on right now, I think this will be pretty good. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Like a thread. And then we need to do the damage one. Where are they at? Spell power. Grants increased amount of spell damage each level. So yeah, we need 1 of each of the essences. I think I have some in here. I'm missing the conjuration essence. Probably make that real quick. I'm gonna need that. Oh, bit of a rendering issue, I see. Look at this rendering issue. It's rendering it outside of its bounds. That's weird. Don't think it's supposed to do that. You'd say a freeze with a burst amplified. I do. Does do I have access to that? That's a tier 2 spell, isn't it? Cold snap. So we need cold snap. We need a powdered snow bucket. Cold snap and then freeze. Freeze, delay, cold snap. With amplifies. That could be better. Yeah, that could do a really good job. Huh. Either way, we'll get more damage from doing this that we're doing right now. And we have an empty slot tier 1. Do we really need depths tier 2? Probably not. So I'll just take this and put it in tier 1. It won't let me put it in tier 1. Does it require a tier 2? There's something going on there. There it goes. Okay. So we have spell power tier 2. Well, by default, this should definitely deal more damage. There's a Skelly over here somewhere. Probably underground, isn't he? Underground, chat. Frick. It's of course going to insta-kill a chicken. That's not a worthy opponent. I know you probably get asked this a lot, but are you planning on playing Vault Hunters 3? I'm level 94, almost level 95 on the Vault Hunters SMP. I've been playing Vault Hunters Season 3 since November. So, quite a while, actually. We played it last week, or the week before last, because I took last week off. We played Vault Hunters for like the entire week last week on the SMP. So, yep. I mean, I still plan to pop back on there. I just also want to play this too. Can't please everyone though, unfortunately. We could put Frostbite on this. Chance to freeze an enemy on a hit. Oh, I've been watching on YouTube. Didn't get the chance to watch the streams. If you want to check out, by the way, you'll be surprised. There's way more to watch on the ChosenLIVE channel, if that's something you enjoy. All of the past broadcasts from Vault Hunters Season 3 is on there. And believe me, it is a ride because the mod pack has changed so much since day one that it's almost an entirely different mod pack from the launch day. So it is a ride, and it's a lot of hours of content. A lot of hours. Over like 115 stream days, each stream day being close to 4 hours or more. Whew. It's a lot. Yeah, watching your Harry's VOD from day one is wild. Dude, it was scary, dude. It was scary. That was a lot, man. It's so easy now compared to what it was, man, getting started. We were on the struggle bus, but we had a lot of fun. Dude, it was scary. Spiders, man, would one-shot crit hit you. People were like, Chosen, why are you acting so scared? Like, freaking play it! That was at the time, though, because now we look like a bunch of chickens because of how easy the game is early on. Oh my god, finding chromatic iron was funny because Iskal was just like, I found chromatic iron, cough, cough, and he's like, here's some, and just like starts spewing it out to everybody. Like, because we were like day 3 in, and or it was like several hours in, and nobody had found any. So, yeah. Are there any mods that you are especially looking forward to getting into in this pack? Well, I've already gotten into Ars that I've been enjoying a lot. But I don't really know. Don't really know. I've just been enjoying the new Ars Nouveau. I mean, there's not a lot in here that's like, I mean, there's a couple of new mods, but they're not anything that's like crazy major, like new. Like that does some really amazing stuff, right? Railcraft Reborn's in here. The one that's odd to me though is Greg Tech. That's the only thing that like sticks out like a sore thumb to me, and I'm kind of like confused by it, by its presence in this pack. But what are you gonna do? There's an Enderman over here. Let's test this out on an Enderman. Oh yeah, that's an easy one shot for most mobs, guaranteed, because of how much more damage we're actually dealing. And that's not even counting, I think, the initial hit. Oh, it looks like, so we only get the initial. Oh, okay. So I actually need to modify this again. So it looks like what's happening here is we still have to amplify our first one and then add the delay duration down and then hit it with another harm, amplify once. And then hit it with a delay and then I just don't know what's better. Because in this time we'll get 2 extra damage hits with 1 less. I think it'd be best just to hit it with like a snare or something else, or freeze, cold snap, and then hit the damage, so it's a guaranteed explosion. That's what we need to do. Do we have a place to get snow? Oh, we've definitely got a place to get snow, because I remember early on finding and falling into the freaking snow. Yeah, it's definitely out here. Yeah, there it is. And we have, it's the redstone mount, so we have them. So we need to get a bucket of powdered snow, because we need to make the freeze spell. And then I think we'll be OP. Big Wooly. What Chosen stream? You have something to listen to while working. I'm sorry. I haven't been able to stream the last few months. Not as much as I would hope, fortunately. All right, we just got to hope to fall into some, because I know it's here. There it is. All right, so now we have a bucket of powdered snow. All the powdered. All right, let's get tier 1. Freeze. 2 snow blocks. And then that essence. I really just need to keep all of the Ars Nouveau essence in here. I don't have it automated. I should have automated it like I did in the current pack volcano block. Love the vids and thanks for the help in the Discord. Yeah, no problem. I love helping out in the Discord. Okay, I have that. We just need snow blocks. Do I have snow? Just enough for 2 snow blocks. So there's that glyph. The next one is cold snap. And so maybe we can just get the amplify on the harm that happens after that and then do all the cold snap harming. That will probably be worthwhile. Cold snap, that's powerful. Okay, we need ice. Do I have ice? I have packed ice, but no actual ice. Use the combiner to do it, I guess. And then the atomizer. Probably the easiest way to do it. Can't wait to start Volcano Block. Last couple of weeks have been hectic. Got to wrap up Seopolis 2 and then Volcano Block next. Oh, nice. Yeah, it'll be fun. I wonder if they have it working in this, by the way. So I think these are supposed to be able to automatically push and pull into one another, but they're kind of janky in how they do it with their input and output configuration. So it's not based on the face of the machine. It's based on like the direction. So we should be able to say west, but here's the external access, which is currently enabled. External access. So allowing external sources to push and pull. West, we want it to push. And then over here, we want it to pull from the east. So if I put a bucket of water in here, what was that? Eternal water from Evilcraft. What? Weather container empty. Does it have to be raining? Chad, I don't know what I'm doing. Weather container. When the rain begins to fall. Can you only craft this while it's raining? That would be interesting. Okay, I just need water. What am I doing? I have a sink right here. So that goes in there. And then we need to tell this. See, it doesn't automatically take the ingredient. Open recipe selection. It's set to ice. We'll just go ahead and lock the recipe. You have to use the Evilcraft structures and capture the weather that's in the bottle when it's raining. Oh, weird. I am very unfamiliar with the Evilcraft mod. Super unfamiliar. Just wasted a bottle. Look at me. Okay, ice, and then we need... need this bad boy. Weird the rendering issues, though. I almost wonder if that's just from all the optimization mods that just are in all these mod packs. So many optimization mods. It just seems like what are we sacrificing? Like functionality? Feels like we sacrifice the functionality sometimes. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's do the cold snap. Okay. So let's figure out a cool spell here that could be very powerful. So I don't have snare, but I don't know if snare is always, I don't think snare would be a great idea, but It seems like it applies the amplify on the last spell that can be amplified. So how about we have the harm be the spell? Or does the cold snap have to be? Let's see. Snare and okay, snares. Oh, it does snare by default. Snares and causes the burst of damage on an entity that is affected by slowness, freezing, or is wet. Nearby enemies that are not affected by slow will be slowed. Nearby enemies, okay, affected by the slow or wetness will also be hit by the cold snap. Can be augmented using amplify, extend time, and AoE. Okay. So should we initially, I guess we could just probably save on mana. We hit him with a freeze. Does the freeze, is it affected by amplify? Okay. So freeze. And then we need to hit it with cold snap. But we probably want to put a delay between freeze and cold snap, right? Put a small delay with the duration down. Cold snap with an AoE. And then amplify it once, and it's going to add the other amplify. As you can see, there's the extra amplify. Holy crap, that insta kills them. OMG is right. OMG, they just go boop. Oh, that one didn't. It had armor, though. But if there's more mobs around... I mean... Do we increase the AoE? I wonder if the AoE should be increased. There we go. Perfect spell. Because it's going to add the extra amplify onto it. This is bound to be, like, insane, right? They're all underground, aren't they? What? that randomly dropped? Okay. Huh. Let's see if the AoE does anything. So it gives this slowness, or gives it a... Okay, so it gives it the freezing effect. It's definitely dealing a lot of damage. That I like. Can Cold Snap be augmented, be amplified more than 2 times? That's probably a better thing to look at. No. Only 2 amplifies. Huh. Could you maybe double snap the cold snap? Double snap the cold snap. As if that wasn't powerful enough. All the mod pack was the pack with Greg on it, right? Oh no. Yeah, it is on it. Oh man, it almost annihilates it. It almost one-shots the Enderman. And that's without any base enchants on it. If we put the enchants, it will one-shot. It looks like a keyblade. Rodan gave up. All right. So I mean, this sword seems pretty powerful. Like the fact that it can run spells is pretty powerful. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, what if we put frostbite on this? All right, let's see what we can enchant. What the? Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, okay. That's a bad part of applied energistics. Okay, I know you guys don't understand or can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to hit R while hovering over the item in my inventory. Okay? Just to put this in perspective. I use this a lot to automatically quickly pull up the recipe for the item that's in my inventory to make more of them. So I'd hit R on this, but I can't get out of the terminal search. I can't get out. In refined storage, you can click anywhere on the interface and it'll pull you out of that. So, and I can't get it to unfocus the chat here. And I don't think there's a setting. Escape closes you out of the menu. Like I have to reopen the terminal. Or press enter. Okay, enter works. It's just interesting. More steps. It's weird. Yeah, I mean it's just when I'm so used to another mod's feature set, right? Nothing against the mod. It's just when you're super used to feature sets that mods offer. Okay, do we just want to... We probably want to build... Let's do tome specifically for this. And then we need a... What do I need? I need enchantment library. I think the enchantment library requires you to You have to craft. Oh, no. Yeah. You have to infuse, meaning you need at least 25 Eterna and 30 Quanta. At least. Which means I would probably need hell shells. Which requires potions of regeneration I'd have to craft. I'm not worried about it right now. I just want to kill the dragon. So it's not super important. I could also find villagers probably. Mystical enlightenment. Ender dragons and withers will drop cognizant dust when killed with an essence weapon. What does that mean? There's sharpness 3, which can make sharpness 4. I feel like I need to go to the end because it's going to be really helpful to be in there. Like all the stuff that we're going to get from that. Give me a second, chat. Sorry about that, chat. I'm back. Life, man. You just gotta deal with everything going on, you know, all the stuffs. Goodness. Okay. Anyways, back to enchanting and all of the fun stuff that comes with enchanting. What is this supposed to mean? Tradable, not tradable. Oh, tradable, not treasure. Interesting. Okay. I need to make more of these. Okay. Another life stealing. Okay. And life stealing. All right. I did not get the sharpness that I really want. I don't think combining these is going to work out too well. You was at I was about to ask you. Chosen, how long have you been hey Chosen, long time. How have you been? Haven't stopped in since playing the vanilla server. Oh goodness. It's been good. When you edit your videos, what do you use for the zoom in feature? Like I use a mod and it's happening in game. All happening in game. Believe it or not. Okay, so sharpness with a weird enchant on it, unbreaking. There's just a raw unbreaking 3, 2 and raw unbreaking 3s. I'm pretty sure I got another sharpness. Oh, did I not? I only have the 2 sharpness, giving me sharpness 4. There's sharpness 4. Unbreaking and XP boost, might as well. We can combine that with some combined life stealing books. Maybe some frostbite. There's a sharpness 3. Sweeping edge. Sweeping edge could be interesting on this sword. How does sweeping edge work on this? Chosen a cheater. Wait, what's going on? How's it going, Pepper? Mods in Minecraft? How dare you? I know, right, Wilson? Oh, man. Sweeping edge mixed with unbreaking. I wonder what sweeping edge is going to do here. But yeah, that's going to be more expensive. You give it soulbound. There's our 3 books. Then we need to apply frostbite, I think, to this. Chance to freeze enemies on hit. I think that's going to be pretty powerful as well. We should see a thing that tells you what's compatible. Yeah. Like an enchantment builder. Like a mod that lets you build the enchantments up. So you know what you're getting into. Okay. We want to apply it to this book because it'll have less uses. And then we'll craft that. And 42 levels. I probably did not do that efficiently at all. I have a feeling this will be a good sword, though. We can always remove the enchantments off of this later on, strip them all off, and then reapply them once we have the enchantment library, which is way easier. So, with that, we now have an effective tool. Effective tool for fighting mobs. That's for sure. Let's see. I have a golden backpack at this point. I should probably upgrade that to diamond. And I have netherite, so I should probably upgrade that to netherite. You feel like the XP upgrade would be useful for this enchanting? Oh, it would be. It would be. I don't know. I don't know if I have the resources for it. That's the only thing I deal with. Oh my god. I can't type. This lag that it generates is rough. I don't know why I'm spelling sophisticated wrong. Oh, I have it. It's just the bottles of enchanting I don't think I have. Oh boy, cleric. Cleric's on fire today. Look at cleric. Cleric's doing so good. Oh, I totally have enough stuff. Yeah, I know I need the tank and that. Yeah. The tank upgrade I'm not worried about. Either way. I was going to grab netherite. I was like, why am I down here? Ancient debris. Need netherite scrap. Okay. Oh, I bet this needs the thing too, doesn't it? Freaking smithing upgrade garbage. Ugh. Gross. Absolutely atrocious. How dare they? How dare they make things harder than it needs to be? Imagine if you couldn't like duplicate them though. Why do you have a jetpack if you could fly? Because I made the jetpack before I had the flight. But I only have flight here. We're around this ritual. So I don't have flight elsewhere. I don't even have the, I mean, I have the engine hotkey removed. I actually haven't done it. Some developers just don't know when to stop copying vanilla. Wait, what? Okay. So we need to get to the end so we can upgrade our gear even further and make this even more powerful. As if this sword wasn't powerful enough. Now it's got sharpness. Almost like a guaranteed insta-kill for any of these mobs. Guaranteed. Okay. I'm wanting a storage upgrade. Okay. That'll be nice. I probably have enough for another one. Since iron is infinite. And multiplies the number of stacks I can fit in the slot by 2. I'll do 2 stacks, so this multiplies it by 2, so this is 4. I go up, it'll be 8. This slot by 4, that's fine. 2 fails, we saw that. No, you didn't. You didn't see a thing. Didn't see a darn thing. All glitchy. All right, we need eyes. The good old eyes. Oh, that's right. Cataclysm's in here. That is right. We need to make a stabilized home warp. And then I'm also going to need a warp scroll for later. For this dimension. Wait, did I just see an Ender Dragon in a jar? Yeah, you can put an Ender Dragon in a jar. From Ars, yeah, you can. It's interesting. How does it work? I don't know. They made it happen. It's magical. So it's Ender Pearls. Ender Pearl, how many? 4 blaze, 2 Ender Pearls. Yeah, it'll provide you Dragon's Breath in a bottle if you like. You'll have infinite Dragon's Breath, which would be kind of useful for automation to get the 25 million RF per tick up and running. You know, I think that would be great, right? Weird, that was disabled for a moment. Interesting. You already have the stronghold located? I do not. I don't think there's a structure compass in this, is there? There is a nature's compass. We could use the nature's compass to potentially find where the end cities are at. Okay. Huh. I think we're ready to go. Now we won't have access to our storage once we get there, so I have bottles in my inventory. What am I doing? Yeah, I have bottles. Do I have arrows? That should be plenty. Probably don't even need them though. And then I have my jetpack. Let's see, options, controls, keybinds. Yeah, I figured that was conflicting there. All right, that's plenty. We're just using a wooden jetpack, but we have unlimited power, so that's not going to be an issue to us because we won't have creative flight while we're there. So I think we're good to go. Hopefully this isn't like a crazy long fight or anything like that. I've never made the Ars bow, but that thing's pretty cool. Off we go. What are you? Hello. Loot. Okay. Sort takes a really long time. It's hanging. Okay. Finally. I almost wonder if resourceful bees is like better in this than all of the other things we've been using. Ooh, the Ender just straight up in a chest. Okay, and dark steel apparently. So I got the loot added in from... Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. See if we can target this bad boy. He's probably going to wreck us though. Oh, that's right. We never did our gear or anything like that. I should probably enchant my armor, but... Oh, we killed him. Ow. Stop. Stop hurting me. Let's see. And we're out of mana. Okay. Okay. I should have enchanted this. I need to go back home. Whoopsie doopsie. Did not mean to do that. Time to go back home. Whoop. Goodness. Forgot to enchant, chat. Yeah, there we go. Let's do a grindstone. That's important, right? Does the Ars bow still have endless quiver? I don't know. Wouldn't endless quiver be like a mod enchantment? That thing dropped just a regular. Oh no, it dropped pants. Oh, okay. This guy's offering me junk. Did I make lapis seeds? I feel like that's kind of important. Okay, that's projectile protection. That's protection. Projectile protection. Mana boost. Okay, all that's good. Mana boost would be nice since we are using our spells. But I'm gonna need way more XP in doing this whole setup. Okay, just protection. Man, they're super stingy, man. The heck? Just mana regen? What? Why do we only have 24 levels? Wait, what's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What? The heck? Because when does it require more bookshelves? Even reach up that far? No, it does not. You guys stop. I sound like whiny Chosen over here, whining about it, bookshelves. You're about to get wrecked, son. You're about to get wrecked. You don't even know what's about to happen. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get freaking wrecked. Okay, back to this. Now we'll get level 30. That's why I was getting really crappy enchants. That's still a crappy enchant. You said your birthday yesterday. I'm so happy now. Well, Miss Kitten, welcome back. And happy belated birthday. Hope you had a good birthday. Unusing. That, oh yeah, unusing is not, it just makes it, if it just makes it so it doesn't break. Fire protection. Dang it. Not what I need. Give me protection. Just raw protection. I could have any enchant. It's just protection. All I want. I don't want none of this other shenanigans. None of this other shenanigans. Just protection. Can we please do that? There we go. Protection, fire protection. I'm fine with that. Great. Perfect. I want to I'm going to unenchant this. Now we're at like full level enchants. Oh well. Okay. All right, there we go. Now I feel like we're going to be more fit for this. Maybe. Are you guys ready for the boring dragon fight? I just don't know why I find it boring nowadays. It's probably because I killed the darn dragon so many freaking times. The only thing I'd want with this is fortify. The dragon's barely a fight. It's just a scripted moment. Or movement. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to wait. It's like a waiting game. I don't know. I feel like there's very little skill involved. Actually, we could probably just bring some beds. I've never done this before. But like, can you just kill it really easy with a bed? I've never killed it with a bed, but I'd love to try it. Of course it breaks on me. Do I want a VC like tomorrow? What do you mean? Like voice chat tomorrow? I might be in voice chat tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. All depends. Artemis! Thank you so much for the 25 mighty months. I appreciate that. With the tier 1. Hey, look, it's the sexy beast chosen. Oh my god. Shh, don't call me out like that. EM100, thank you for the prime. Welcome, welcome in. Like in normal voice, not supporter voice, because I would like to talk to me. Talk to you. I have no idea. I don't know what I'll be doing. If you just happen to catch me there, then I'll be in there, but it's not like I have like I have like a schedule. I'm like, oh yeah, this is my schedule. I'm gonna go hang out in the voice chat now. Because it's my scheduled time to do so. I just do it when I feel like it. When I feel like chatting away. The world is not happy with me right now. And well, we've done it, chat. Wow, it put me under the water? I feel like that shouldn't be that shouldn't happen. What the frick? The heck is that? A deepling? What mod is this from? Cataclysm. Most of the time I'm muted? Yeah, most of the time I'm muted because I'm recording videos. Yeah, that would be why I would be muted. Seems a pretty good reason. Oh, you know. Bro, that goes straight to the bottom. Why? Why'd they just sink? Eyes of Ender just drop dead to the bottom of the... Well, Chosen Architect broke the world. Time to wipe and restart. It'd probably be easier to get started now because you have so many crazy mods in here. Dude, when's this ocean gonna end, man? And if I had the charms, it'd be really taking off here. Oh, it must be under the water. It just sinks to the bottom, doesn't it? Gotta be in the water. Yep, it's right there, I think. Interesting. There's nothing here that like looks like it's above ground. It's definitely down here. Honestly, kind of sucks it's underground. That's going to make it a little harder to get to, isn't it? I think it's right here. Oh, nope, that's... Oh, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. All right, it's got to be like right here or something. The Ars pick magic, or wait, pick magic is not. Oh yeah, no. I could use like a break spell. All right, come on now. It's like freaking right here. Okay, that's more like it. Should be down here somewhere. Oh man, I can't use that. Well, it shows it's still down here. Can it? I guess it goes down below negatives now. Oh, it must. Okay. I don't need all this stuff. All right. I guess I could fortify. I need the Ars light. Oh, of course. I'm in the one spot that like. Lol. Can I see the portal in the minimap? Yeah, it's like right over here. Get wrecked. And I want the library. I don't see it on the map though. There's one right here. It's like under. Gotta be lower. Maybe not. Oh, great. Yeah, Blood Moon is definitely what I needed right now. Hey, Creeper. Okay. Okay. Those guys are down. Ah, here we are. I just went in here real quick. Could be a chest. Oh, there's no chest there. There it is. Oh, this should have special loot in it. There's the eye armor trim. No, 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 no. You stay. Mana regeneration for 9 minutes. Add that to my bottles. Okay, grab the chest over here. Another one. Ooh, rituals. This thing is interesting. Box of eternal closure. Protection. Voodoo doll. Allows you to prevent certain types of death. Death prevention of darkness? And die to darkness, champ? You can't hardly see when you go into the dark? I mean, that's understandable. I can't see either. I can't see either. Bronze. There's nothing really, I mean, arcane essence, like nothing really here. Pretty goofy stuff. All right, let's just go to the thing and let's fight the dragon. I don't think the magic is going to work against the dragon, though. That's one thing the dragon's really good at, is avoiding damage from magic. One thing I do notice is I don't see the portal anymore on the mini map. Okay. How do those boxes work? What boxes? Are you talking about the loot chests? Is that the boxes? There's the portal. Apparently right here. In the portal, chat. There we are. We've made it. And voila. We are now masters of this realm. All right. And we should be able to handle ourselves. We need some beds. I think we might be able to kill it, like, without taking out all of the pyres or whatever they're called. We'll see how that goes. I don't want to kill it too fast, you know. Hey, hey, hey. All right, let's go. Why don't I break the spawner? Because they ain't hurt nothing. All right, dragon. Come on now. So close. We'll get them all. Ooh, here's our chance with the beds. See, I've never done this, so I just found this out as well. You apparently right-click the dragon. I'm kind of scared to use the bed, to be fair. I've never used it before. I did very little. I don't know how you... Like, can't you, like, do this and, like, place a bed? Yeah. Okay. YOLO. Get him. That's all of them, right? All right, buddy. Did I hit the thing he shot out of his mouth? Can you hit these in midair? No. Weird, it must have hit him? I don't know. That was weird. Bro, land, man. You're so high up there. This is why I don't like the dragon fight. Like, it's not like it's insanely hard or anything to get through the dragon fight. It just feels like, I don't know, boring. Ask it nicely to land. Mrs. Dragon, can you please land? Like, pretty please? I'm asking you super nice. If you could you please? Okay, well that's not working yet. Oh, there it goes. I'll actually blow myself up here. I did good damage, I think. Problem is you can't get too close to the dragon. because it does that crap. Ah. Well, I got a little damage on it. Tell her not to get the wrong idea. How dare she? You know, for the longest time, I thought the dragon was a he. I don't know why. I just assumed that every dragon was masculine for some reason. My childish self. But the fact that this dragon lays an egg, that never crossed my mind. It just literally never crossed my mind. I never thought, I never put two and two together. Never did. All right, it might be just time to just old school kill this thing. Whoa. There we go. All right, I'll probably just bow it to death now. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. It's raining XP. Hallelujah. It's raining XP. XP. I thought it was raining XP. Didn't really raining much at all. There we go. All right. Give me the torch. Boop. Boop. And next generation, because we're super mega like that. Nice. This is the highest tier, I think, Silent Gear ore, isn't it? Yeah. Use the magnet. I don't know. Does the magnet work on XP? I don't know. All right, let's go on an adventure, chat. You guys ready to go on an adventure? Probably get rid of these, as these are junk. All right, here we are. Greg Tech. Oh my god. Every time I see that, I'm like, what in the world? End Highlands. Let's go to wherever that's at, because that might lead us. And then the main thing we need is this right here. Coarse fruit. That is all we needed. We can leave now. Oh, apparently this is a highland. So that didn't work very well. All right, let's just keep trekking forward from one island to another. Just keep treading on. So hopefully we find an elytra. Do we even really need an elytra though? Probably not. I need Endstone to grow it on. I probably have Endstone on me, don't I? Yeah, 17. Is this more Greg Tech? No, this is 10 ore. Chat. I got a question for you, because I wonder if I'm the only one. How many of you guys have seen Made in Abyss? That's the anime I've been watching recently. It is freaking good. So good. So freaking good. I wonder if you guys, how many of you guys have watched it? So good, yeah. My wife and I just finished season 1. But I did buy the 3 DVD box trilogy of the movies. And then we're going to watch season 2. It's so not a kid show. Yeah, no, it's definitely not a kid show. Yeah. Yep. I wonder if this is a bad idea, Mia, going after this guy. It's probably a bad idea, right? What's the stats on this? Epic Apoth boss. I mean, we might be able to kill it. The movies are just the seasons? But what about the third movie? Is it also the seasons? Yeah, I heard the first 2 were just the first season. It's very dark. I love the theme though. Like the whole idea of like trekking down this like mysterious underground like hole. This giant like, I don't know. Well, it's abyss, right? That's what they call it. But to like trek down this underground thing seems so cool. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Sense of adventure, all the things. It hits all the good points. Now, where'd you go? It left right before I was about to pop it. It's still a very dark show. I love that kind of anime though. You didn't hear the name? Made in Abyss is the name of the anime. Oh, this legendary. That might be a little harder to kill, I think, because yeah, this guy shoots the stuff out, doesn't he? Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for this. Oh shoot, I deal so much damage though. Normally these guys don't take any damage, but I think like it's taking spell damage. Either that or they changed how all of this works. Interesting. Do you have a favorite anime? Yes. So I like anime, like I was saying, like I like the gory anime. I don't know if that's weird, but I prefer it. I like that kind of stuff. So one of my favorites is Parasite. I literally want to get Migi tattooed on me. It'll go with my Howl's Moving Castle tattoo that's on my right leg. And then I also have a Spirited Away tattoo on the on my left leg. Ooh. There's some sort of tower here. This is from that tower mod. Also the same loot in it? Well, that's lame. I haven't watched that, but heard it was good. Yeah, it's good. It's good, but also very dark as well. Got some very dark themes. But I feel like the it's like a love story, you know. But at the same time, it's a love triangle, right? Because there's sort of this like love of this thing that become attached to him, and then like the love of like the girlfriend. It's very weird. Yeah, is it called Parasite the Maximum? It might be called Parasite the Maximum. Think so. My God, we're not finding anything, are we? This is the bad part about the end is you can find it instantly. Like I've had worlds where I just find it instantly, but I've also had worlds where like it literally took hours to find an end city. You know, so. Oh, is that? Oh, it's not the same one. Endermite. What do endermites drop anything? Huh. Dragon's Eye from Classics Roots. You highly recommend Psychopass if you haven't seen it. Like a psychological, interesting. I might look and see. I also am a big fan of like when the art style is really nice. So the Made in Abyss art style looks phenomenal. Reminds me of like Pokemon, like the kind of art style that's in Pokemon. Of course, like amped up. So I also really like all the Studio Ghibli films. Of course, those are like Disney movies, but I really love that. I really like when the art is pretty. That sets it for me, you know. When I watch Goblin Slayer, no. I don't have a whole lot of time to watch a lot of anything. Like it took us several days to watch the first season. Like at the end of the night, we're like, all right, can we watch like 2 episodes of this maybe? You know, because we have to go to bed. Because we got to get back. We got to get up in the morning. I got to take kids to school. Wife's got to go to work. And we get up at 5:30 in the morning. So. All right, so we still have yet to see a end city. We found a return point. There's a waystone. You say morning is so overrated? Oh god. Hey Chosen, have you ever considered playing Alchemical 9 Expert? I have not. I have not. God. This sword is so powerful. Jeez. Like, it doesn't seem that powerful, but it is powerful. Great commercial? Wait, what happened? Oh, there's an ad in progress. Because we were talking about anime, did it like bring up a commercial about anime? That's just how ads work, right? At least we have some enemies to try and fight. Otherwise, it'd get kind of boring. What is that? It's a Phantium. A Phantium 9000. That's gonna be impossible to fight this. That's gonna be impossible. Ain't even worth my time. Trap it? I don't have any like cobweb or anything like that. It did no damage. Yeah, it ain't worth it. I feel like I had a chance of dropping an elytra. That'd be probably worth it. There we go. Thank goodness. Great, now we're stuck. Oh, we got ourselves another capacitor. But the loot still seems kind of plain. Yeah. Still seems kind of plain. There we go. There's an elytra. Is there anything over here, maybe? Does this have no loot on it? Oh, there's the loot. Okay. A little bit of Ars stuff, but it. This won't have anything in it. This should have. Oh, okay, so it did have loot chests. Oh, we need to go up. Next level. Ah, the pink flamingo belt. Very nice, very nice. There was a netherite axe. Wonder if that's vanilla. That can't be vanilla, right? I don't know about you guys, but I always felt like these just felt way too empty. Like there should just be more to this. Like, am I wrong there? I feel like there's just not enough going on. Like you have these magnificent structures, but like they don't do anything. File a bug report detailing how you obtained this. I'm looking for my mob yoinker and I don't see it. Aw, please tell me I didn't. I probably moved it, didn't I? Oh well. There's a shulker. Did I set this to a projectile? Is there ender storage in here? Just use an ender pouch? Yeah, there is ender storage. I mean, there is ways that I could access my storage. This wrecks the apotheosis mobs. It's like bypassing their armor. It completely is bypassing their armor, the damage is. What did that end up dropping? I have no idea. The Rod of Liza? I think we looked at that. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, you're talking about this. So I have a question about this because I tried to use this in All the Mods 8, Pepper, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. It can pickpocket, but I couldn't get it to work. I guess it's if it's in its inventory, right? Oh, you shift right click to reel items to you. Shift right click. Because I tried to use it and I couldn't figure out how it worked. Because I was hoping it worked like the fishing thing from MCMMO. Like once you get your fishing high enough, you could just fish things off of animals without killing them. And I couldn't find anything about it online. There was literally nothing. Nobody had ever it's like nobody has ever used that item. That's why I was trying to show it off. I don't know. Kind of batty, kind of crazy. But I should be able to make it. Now we need to catch a dragon in a jar, don't we? Are we gonna do that ritual, chat? We should catch the dragon in the jar. Seems like it's gonna be a pain to get that to happen, though. Okay, we need a... Also, okay, so these are a part of ours, so these other islands, like conjure islands, are only to conjure a desert and a plains biome. We can make it rain. This is 120 though. Okay, that's why. Oh, I think it's the bat wing. I don't have a... We really need to yoink a bat. I don't know if we have a bat yoinked. That's something we need. I feel like that's the hardest mob to get reliquary drops from.
Almost there. Nearly a twitch, baby.
Dutch JLo, thank you so much for the 8 months. Oh my goodness. Welcome back. All right. Reliquary. Do I don't have a bat. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice to get that. I need a ritual brazier. And then I need the jar. Containment jar. I'm out of glass. Okay. Yoinker containment jar. I really need to get a bat. But I also want to do the dragon. Will I have enough to make the crystals? I should have plenty to make the crystals. Yeah, I just need gas tiers. Any way to spawn a bat? I mean, we'll probably do that after this. I want to catch the dragon. What's the ritual called? Yeah, Tablet of Containment. This is why having the essence like fully automated is so nice. But we'll live with what we have for right now. It doesn't take super long to make these. I just realized what time it is. I think we'll catch the dragon. I've got to eat lunch here in a little bit. I gotta go after we do this. I'm really hoping that this ritual is going to work out well. So to get access to more inventories for the storage lectern, you need more bookworms. Yes. So you get 8 bookworm or 8 storages per bookworm. So the more bookworms you add, the more storage the more inventories you can add. So all of these inventories have been added to this storage over here, which is what we initially used. Pretty cool. Okay. Do I think we'll be able to do this? I hope. So we just need to make the containment ritual, put the ritual down, and then try and get this thing. And hopefully it doesn't pick up an Enderman, because that would ruin everything. I remember when I thought this was crazy that you could do this. Like, I didn't know for the longest of time that you could resummon the dragon. Like, when I realized I could do that, I was like, no freaking way. This looks like some kind of modded stuff. Like, this looks completely different from anything in the vanilla game. Like, I mean, seriously. Look, holy mother. That was crazy. That was crazy once. Where's the dragon? There you are. So I need my containment ritual jar. Let's fortify. And so I'll just place this down. We'll see how it goes. I kind of wait for him to land though. It should have an okay range. I'm just afraid that it's going to pick up an Enderman. So I do have more than one. Oh, I missed something. Oh, I need to go back. I gotta head back to the base. I forgot the main thing I need. I need source jars, Jen. Okay. Will the dragon land before you break one of these? There's a lot of things in vanilla Minecraft that need more tutorial or hints in game. I mean, I guess that's the whole point of this game, like the exploration and like learning things in your own way. I think that's just a part of Minecraft. I feel like that might take away from the experience. If there was just something blatantly telling you how to do things. Why is he taking so long? Why is he taking so long? Why is she taking so long? I think I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna place it down right here. The jars actually pull the entity, yeah. So the dragon should be killed. Not killed, sorry. Should be moved into the jar. Should. And we could probably use this for automation down the road, maybe. At least get the idea of automation. This is another reason I hate the dragon so much. For this reason right here. Is it more likely to... Like, if I break this, is it more likely to do its thing and land? So close. There it goes. All right, let's get ready. Get ready. I think it's a discount on the first spell. Let's stand over here. There's an Enderman down there. Okay. Set up the ritual. Ooh, look at us go. Got a dragon in that bad boy. Look at that. We now have infinite dragon. Our portal's dead, but that's okay. We don't need the portal. We have to resummon it to get it to go through. We have a mini dragon. How cool is that? And like the dragon now have a little home over here. Hello. He's so small. She's so small, not he. She's so small. Why are you so small? He's so small. Mini dragon. Tiny little thing. And so the cool part about this is this right here, right? Infinite dragon's breath. By right-clicking bottles onto it. That's easily automatable. Same with like this, it's easily automatable. That's even more automatable. What a day. Any other properties? I don't think so. The Drigme doesn't farm anything off of it, I don't think. Like it's one of the few things like similar to this that I don't think these get farmed. Actually, that might get farmed for gold. But no, I don't think it gets farmed for anything. It would increase the Drigme happiness. Yeah. We already have, I think we've got to be close to like the Drigme's max happiness. Dude, these guys are so happy. There's so many mobs down here. They're like a joyous ball of horns and fur right now. Look at all that. They're farming every single one of these things. We just need a bat, right? Oh, hello. Sleep charm. What, why? Why would I give you a diamond pickaxe for you then to take 45 emeralds from me and then give me a pickaxe back in exchange? In what world is that normal? This guy's on the Zaza. That's what he's on. He's on that. He's on the wild stuff. He reminds me of like the local meth heads here, right? That are just like staring at the ground. That freaking traitor, man. He needs to get out of here. You need to get out of here. That sleep charm is definitely not worth that either. I can't get out of here. I don't want to hit him with a sword because it'll probably ruin the whole thing. Maybe we can get lucky. We can find a cave underground. Some sort of cave somewhere. I think I know where one's at. Put him in a jar? I know. I think you can put him in a jar and then trade from them, I think. I don't know if that's exactly how that works. What mod is the mob yoinker from? X utility. XT utility X. Oh, there's a bat right here. Heck yeah, bats. Come here, bats. Oh, come here, come here, come here, come here, bat. Oh, you bat. Got him. Heck yeah. I don't know what that icon is. That was weird. All right, let's get this set back up. All right, we need a containment jar. Some mana. Need another ritual, which means I need another one of these. By the way, the ritual will keep activated. So it'll stay activated, so you don't have to keep making these, but all right, put the containment jar down. Activate. Now we got a bat in a jar. Seems really dumb, but it's not. We need to farm these bat reliquary drops, which are a pain to get. Could hopefully start farming it. Farming these guys. You ready? Love how they just explode. All right, well, I hope this farms the reliquary bat drops off of there, but for right now, that's just how it's going to have to be for today. Because I've got to go eat. I'm so hungry. Wonder Boy, by the way, thank you for the tier 1. Oh, man, that reminds me of that song. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power? So good. I assume the way the barrels can hold over 64 items a stack, upgrades on the side. That's the sophisticated storage. Yeah, it works. Yeah, this is an upgrade, a stack upgrade. Yeah, it works kind of like functional storage. Functional storage is also in here, but it has a few more things it can do, so that make this a lot better, I would say. It can pick up items like a magnet, like it has a magnet upgrade and stuff like that you can use. All kinds of cool stuff. Anyways, guys, I've got to find someone to raid. I hope you guys had a great time today. It seems like I have converted Chosen. Don't get me wrong. Functional storage is still insanely powerful in what it can do. I do like, though, I like the ability to have tools that I can use in any way that I want. So the more mods, the better, I think. Appreciate it. Yes, we're going to be closing up shop today. I've got to close up shop. And we are going to find someone to raid. So I'll never let you guys down when it comes to who I'm raiding. So sub expired midstream. Oh no. Big Wooly, thank you for the resub for 10 months. That's funny. Well, thank you so much for the resub. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Who are we gonna raid? Who's we gonna raid? Looks like H-Bomb is playing day 2 of Hardcore Sky Vault. So I say you should raid Chosen Architect. He's streaming. Ha 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 ha. I should. Looks like H-Bomb is playing some Sky Vaults. I tried it. We tried it. It's fun. We're a little ways in it. But anyways, chat, it's been a blast. I appreciate you. I hope you had fun as well. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. Of course, that's what I'm using these streams for, is sort of a test bed to play around with these 120 mods and to hopefully have a better understanding of them whenever I go to actually make some Let's Plays for them. So all of these mods may be in mod packs in the future. Who knows? So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you, of course, in the next stream. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.